The British campaigns in Burma against the Japanese were the most vicious and bitter conflicts of the Second World War. Dubbed the Forgotten War, British forces fought the Japanese in a war zone the size of Western Europe through dense jungle and over rugged mountains. A total of 615,000 tons of supplies, 315,000 reinforcements and 210,000 casualties were transported by air between 1941 and the end of 1945. 101 battle honours and 29 Victoria Crosses were won by the Forgotten Army, which was a feat unequalled in any war zone. The 14th Army was over 1 million strong, with Gurkha and Indian soldiers making up 65% of the biggest Commonwealth army ever assembled. This is their story. Was to capture Akyab Island off the Burma coast and use its airfield. By October 1943, with the British forces regrouping at Imphal and Kohima, Major General William Slim was appointed to lead the 14th Army.
He again was a wonderfully charismatic fellow and a tremendous leader of men and a brilliant soldier. He was a wonderful choice. He was previously in Iraq, of course, commissioned into the 6th Gurkha Rifles, and so he knew a lot about the Indian Army and what we could do and what we couldn't do.
The Gurkhas were known for their courage and loyalty to the British.
The word Gurkha originates from a small town in western Nepal called Gurkha. Gurkhas formed a very key element of General Slim's 14th Army. Gurkhas come from the independent country of Nepal, which has never been part of the British Empire, and therefore the Gurkhas themselves are extremely independent of nature, are very proud and very hardy because they come from a very hard environment. Gurkha's reputation always went before them. Their long curved knife for cookery, their determination to close with the enemy, their preference for fighting hand to hand rather than from somewhere away, it made them a very feared enemy. And it was the sort of soldier who was very capable of taking on the Japanese at his own game and beating it.
The Gurkhas, I don't know speak about them because they're my special friends. They must really specially equipped for this privation because in their home country they had to live very similarly to that. So what to us was immense hardship was to them fairly easy going, except at the end, of course, when they didn't have food and we were all starving, which was a different matter. We didn't deserve the admiration which they held us and the respect. Little Gurkha would come up to you and say, I'd give my life to you, Sam. And you knew he was not shooting a lie, he was telling the truth. And when somebody says that to you, you know, you're rather bowled over. In the rifle company, the setup was that you had, each of the platoon commanders was a jemadar, it was a senior Indian officer, and there was a company subadar, and he was well like their own hen when he was rushing around making sure you were looked after, and you know they treated you as little demigods, I think, and you felt totally inadequate really to repay that sort of trust and affection. Wonderfully courageous, you know. I mean, their motto is it's better to die than to be a coward, and they live that motto out.
To carry